Hey guys, what's the point of making money, investing better, getting new sources of income if you're not going to live longer and better? True or not? What's the point of grinding for years, wrecking yourself, and finally, when you achieve a certain financial stability, your health is terrible and you could have a heart attack and die? What's the point? Remember, the better your health, the more energy you'll have to win the battles of each day. So in today's video, join me as I share 8 signs, 8 behaviors, 8 habits that can help you live to be 100 years old. We're going to talk about everything from what you eat to your genetics and how it can all make a big difference in your life. Are you with me? Comment below if you want to live to be 100 or more, okay? I want to know. Let's chat in the comments. Number 1, a youthful diet, 25% fewer calories, 15 more years of life. You know the saying, keep an eye on what you eat. So the researchers in Sao Luis conducted a study and found something really interesting. Men and women who maintained a calorie intake between 1,400 and 2,000 calories a day, which is about 25% less than what most people usually consume, had a young heart. Like their hearts operated like those of people 15 years younger. Dr. Luis Fontana, who led the study, said the secret isn't just eating less, but choosing foods that provide more nutrients per calorie. The participants of this study mainly consumed whole foods, vegetables, skim milk, and lean meat, and avoided white bread, soda, and candies. Dr. Fontana said this way: if you reduce empty calories and invest in nutrient-rich foods, your health will thank you. Let me comment. Obviously, you can 7 days a week have the famous garbage day, because with small rewards, with small incentives, it makes you stay motivated to continue. I've been doing this for over 6 years, okay? So it's really worth it. Number 2, green tea, your daily dose of longevity. Do you enjoy some tea? Well, green tea and black tea are rich in catechins, a type of substance that helps unclog your veins and protects your heart. There was a study with over 40,500 Japanese people, both men and women, that showed that those who drank 5 or more cups of green tea every day had a lesser risk of dying from stroke or heart disease. Similar studies with black tea have shown similar results. In fact, with just 1 or 2 cups of tea a day, you're already starting to do a lot of good for your heart. It just has to be fresh tea, not one of those ready-made ones that we find in the drinks section of the supermarket. Those ready-to-drink teas don't bring the same health benefits. Jeffrey Brunberg, who is a professor of science, nutrition, and policy at Tufts University, said that after water is added to tea leaves, the catechins content starts to degrade in just a few days. Some studies also suggest that adding milk can negate the protective effects of tea on the cardiovascular system, so it's better to stick to honey or lemon. Number 3, polyphenols, a color that protects heart and mind. This one is quite interesting. Blueberries, Concord grapes, and red wine have that deep color because of polyphenols, compounds that research indicates lower the risk of heart disease and may even protect against Alzheimer's. Polyphenols help maintain healthy and flexible arteries and blood vessels. Robert Klikorian, the director of the Center for Cognitive Disorders at the University of Cincinnati, states that what's good for the coronary arteries is also good for the brain's blood vessels. Preliminary animal studies suggest that including dark grapes in the diet can greatly improve brain function. Furthermore, a recent study showed that eating 1 or more cups of blueberries daily can enhance neuron communication, which greatly assists memory. And we know that as time passes and we age, we need to take more care of our memory. Number 4, running extends life, and the study reveals scientists in California discovered middle-aged people who run at least 5 hours a week live longer and have improved physical and cognitive performance as they get older. For 21 years, the researchers tracked runners and non-runners, and surprisingly, the runners not only had a lower chance of heart disease, but also had fewer cases of cancer, neurological diseases, and infections infections. The study's author, Elisa Chakravsky, said that aerobic exercise keeps the immune system young, and if you don't like running, even 20 minutes of activity a day that leaves you breathless can improve your health. I love running. My dad got me into running when I was 14. Not so much for treadmills, but hey, at least that's what I always do, right? These days I do it about 5 to 6 times a week. But man, if you have 7 days in a week, at least do 4. Go one day yes, one day no. You're gonna do it a little too much. It starts hard, but then it will work out. Before I continue with more details, let's do something quick. Subscribe to the channel and like the video. That really helps, and you stay on top of everything. Here on the channel, I give investment guidance or information to help you make better financial decisions, earn money, not lose money. Well, I'm here every day talking about these topics and keeping you up to date. Your likes and subscriptions help this project grow, and the bigger it gets, the more cool videos I can bring to you. Deal? Thanks a lot for subscribing for your like. Continuing to number 5. Quick naps are good for you. Myth or fact? Sleeping well is one of those things that all of us wish we had more time to do, and believe me, it seems like it's really worth finding this time. Reader Digesto brought an explanation from Harvard, which decided to study the residents of the small island of Ikaria, Greece, because there are a lot of people there who live to be 100 years old or longer. They found that taking an afternoon nap is part of their culture and probably is one of the reasons they live longer. Some studies show that people who take half-hour naps during the day are 37% less likely to die from heart disease than people who don't. That talk of "I'll sleep when I die" is outdated. A survey done by United Healthcare showed that centenarians take sleep seriously, with about 79% of them regularly getting 8 hours or more of sleep every night. Sleeping well is critical for healthy aging because it's when the body works on vital functions and cells and tissues recover from the stresses of everyday life. Research also points out that obesity, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and a weakened immune system are linked to too little sleep. To make the most of sleep's benefits, try to go to bed and wake up at consistent times, avoid afternoon caffeine, and use your bed mainly for sleeping. No TV, no cell phone. Ideally, do not even have a TV in your room. Number 6, valuable connections from the science of longevity. Having lots of friends is one of life's joys. It's sharing good times with others. Some people like social interactions more than others, but research has shown that those who are more sociable usually live longer. And I'm not just talking about friends, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, social media. You got it? An analysis of 70 studies with more than 3.4 million participants showed that socially isolated people were 29% more likely to die prematurely, and those who felt lonely even having friends had a 26% higher risk. So stop thinking of spending time with your friends as an optional thing. A brunch, a snack with friends, or a trip with the best companions are just what the doctor ordered. Number 7, can you inherit longevity? Some new amazing revelations. If your grandparents lived to a very old age, you also have a good chance of living a long life. A study in the journal Science showed that healthy aging is linked to 2 things: environment and genetics. The original research looked at 1,055 centenarians and 1,267 people in a control group and found that it was possible to predict a long life with an accuracy of nearly 60 to 85%. It seems that genetic markers and variants affect longevity, even accounting for environmental things. The study doesn't say exactly if these genes can be inherited, but it suggests that your grandparents, if they lived long, you also have a great chance of living long. But it doesn't mean that if your grandfather or grandmother lived a long time, you can eat poorly, not sleep, and not exercise, right? Let's face it. Number 8, the older you get, what really matters is how young you feel. No matter where you go or who you ask, all centenarians have one thing in common. They're optimistic. They believe life is worth living, and most of the time, the glass always comes half full. The pronounced will to live and the confidence in their own abilities sets centenarians apart from those in their 80s and 90s. So optimism prevails over pessimism. There's a kernel of truth in the idea that age is just a number. The older you get, what really matters is how young you feel and not how old you truly are. If you feel like answering the question about your age with a lower number than your real one, that's a good sign that you're still going to live long. In fact, CBS reported that a study conducted at University College London found that older adults who felt younger than they actually were had a significantly lower mortality rate than those who felt their real age or even older. Got ideas? Got questions or thoughts? Leave them in the comments. I'd love to chat about the subject of the video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share it, and subscribe to stay on top of the news. It's showing up here now, the indications of the next videos that make perfect sense for you to watch. I'll see you in the next video. See you later.